Hey guys, how you doing? I hope you guys are having a fabulous day. Today we're gonna be looking at, pull it out of the little case here, the one and only legendary Tibor Freestone. This is a really cool reel. Pretty hard to find. I've been looking for one for a while. I just took my time. I found exactly what I wanted, and this is it. It's kind of hard to tell in the lighting, and also these reels over time they'll kind of fade to be a little bit more of a gold. The ones that are gray. So this one's or silver. Sorry, the ones that are silver. This one's like the anodized. They call it like frost silver. I don't even know, but it looks a little gold in the lighting, but the ones that are gold, you'll know it's gold if you're like, is that gold or is that silver? It's silver. It just faded a little bit. So yeah. So today I'm going to be showing you the good, the bad, why this reel sucks, but why people still buy it. This reel is this little brother of the Tibor Everglades. The Tibor Everglades is the smallest reel they currently make. This one's actually the new, it has the designs on there, but you can see what the frost silver looks like. Versus this one's the original anodized. Personally, the reason I bought this reel right here, it has the original. There's two things I like. So let's see the size comparison. The Everglades is what I use. This reel, I might use it. I'll tell you why I bought it in a second. So I really like this like silver. I think the actual anodized looks a lot better versus like hard coat anodization. I don't know. But also it has this old style knob, which isn't honestly when you're gripping it, it's not as good. I just like the way it looks. And this reel, it doesn't really put out a lot of drag anyway. It's not like you're ever gonna be like, oh my gosh, I got a big tarp. No. This is not a big tarpon reel. This is a reel. You take it to church on Sunday. You fish it I don't know. I'm literally gonna be fishing in a little stream. I'm probably not gonna be fishing it for another 6 months. Probably. I'm gonna be looking for a rod for it. I'll tell you my goal with this reel, and I'll tell you kind of the whole reason I bought it. So the reason I bought it is this is the hardest reel to find out of the Freestone Everglades Gulfstream, Freestone Everglades Riptide Gulfstream. And then they didn't make a Pacific at the time when this Freestone with this kind of knob was out. So, this reel's probably during like when Tibor, like 25 years, this reel's probably 25, 30 years old. The reason I bought it is if you look, there was a 25th anniversary collection with the, Freestone. It was between the Freestone and the Gulfstream, and it was all of them. They said 25th anniversary on them. And I go, man, that's cool. I'd love to have that, which but I wouldn't be able to fish them because those are, that's a really rare kind of combination of reels. You're never going to find them. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do the next best thing that's going to be better for me. I'm going to get a Tibor Freestone, get the Everglades Riptide Gulfstream, all with this original anodization that I like more. And with this knob, hopefully this one was perfect because it has a little bit of rash, the tiniest little bit. So it's not a complete sin to fish it, but it's still looks really nice. Because some of them, I saw one that they didn't have the right reel seat on it. It was ridiculous. I was like, dude, it was a Tibor Freestone like this. It sold for $700, and it didn't even have the right reel seat. The reel seat broke, and they put a reel seat from Everglades on it. So it was just not fitting right. So I was like, man, this is the perfect reel for me. And I have some other Tibors, but this is the start of the top-notch collection. So the rod I'm going to put this on is probably going to be a Scott. Now I'm going to tell you why this reel is an absolutely horrible reel. So you see the beauty of it as how it's small and a little bit lighter. There's other reels that are just as small and a lot lighter. Also, this reel, it's so just dinky compared to a Everglades. Everglades is really a sweet spot. It's still super tiny, but it has enough space to where it really can hold the line memory. You know what I mean? So when you cast it out, you're not just going to see these tight little circles of line kind of start to form. This reel, you might see that, which for me, I'm just a collector. I'm going to probably put this in a case and maybe fish every once in a while. I don't really care. I think this is going to be cool. I'm going to college next year. I'm going to be doing engineering at Florida Tech. It's a little engineering school. Really excited. Got almost a full ride there, so I'm pretty excited for that. So there's between the dorms and the campus, there's a little stream that runs through it. I'm like, you know what? Tibor Freestone, this is going to be a fun little reel. I can, it's a conversation piece. Let me just put it this way. The guys in the fly shop, there's a fly shop around here, and I don't really like the guys in there, but, they're all right. And, they kind of, when I first got into the Tibor stuff, they kind of just treated me like crap, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna put the line in this reel, and they're like, I think I was like literally snapped a picture. And these guys see Tibors every day. That's how rare these reels are. They're incredible to find. Personally, I paid $7.50 for this reel. That's a lot. It's a lot of money for any sort of reel. Which, if you're just getting into fishing and you want a reel that's smaller like this, I just get this reel. This is the exact same sort of age. This reel is actually completely mint. You can get one of these. I kind of overpaid for well, I think I got this for like, I got it on a deal where I was also buying another reel. So it's like I got this for like $250, which anything under like, this is probably like a $300 reel or $250 maybe. But you can probably find one for like $300, $350. That's kind of what they go for, but more like a $300 reel. Versus this is like, like 5 times the price. Or when you see them on eBay, people have them for sale for like $1,400. Like, so anyhow, people have listed them for $1,400. They're really like a $600-$700 reel. Some people, if it's super mint, it could be worth more. If it's black, it could be worth more. But now I'm gonna get into the nitty gritty of inside the reel. So first off, the way these come apart is this knob right here, this nut, sorry. So my hands are shaky. I got nerve damage in my hands, so forgive me why my hands are so shaky. But, people be like, oh, you want to show them something. I'm like, oh, your hands are so shaky. I'm like, dude, you're asking me for help, man. You're asking me to show you something. Quit whining, But this is the other reason. I really love this knob. You can't really see it. These knobs actually like kind of suck, but I just think they look so much better than new knobs. Which this reel, you're never gonna change the drag on it. That when you see the drag plate, you're gonna be like, it looks funny. So this is it's stuck to the back of this. Oh my gosh, stuck to the back of here. Now my hands are gonna get all messy. Great. Dropped it on the table like a big dummy, but it doesn't matter. I gotta re-grease this reel anyway. So that's the drag plate. There's gonna be people watching this who are like, this kid's an idiot. He doesn't know what he's doing. He just dropped the drag plate on the table when it was coming off. Dude, it's my reel. Get over it. I don't care. I could go put this thing on a fucking lawnmower. Sorry, this is a family show. If there's anybody who views this, which might be. Sorry, I'm putting the drag plate, basically. Got to get these both off to the side. This is how you change it. You can bring the spring over to the other side to get it to change the rotation. But my whole drag plate just came off by accident. So it goes in like that. And my hands are all greasy now. But I'll just wipe off my pants, I don't care. So now I'm going to tilt you guys down a little bit so you guys can see what I'm focusing on. So as you can see, that drag plate is like the most tiny, dinky thing ever. Like, let's just think about it. The drag plate on the Everglades is like twice the size, and that drag plate on this reel is like twice the size. So this reel, it's never going to give you the kind of drag you're going to need for what this reel's meant for, which is saltwater fly fishing. You know what I mean? So that's one thing you just got to keep in mind. To all the Tibor nuts out there who will eventually be watching this, they're going to be like crying and rolling in their graves, being like, oh my gosh, you just got grease in the reel because you just, like, dude, it's my reel. I can do whatever I want. I can put it on a lawnmower. I'm 17 years old, and I bought this reel with my own money. It's actually another kind of funny story. So since I'm putting this reel back together, and you guys are seeing me putting back together. Oh, by the way, one more thing. This has a notch on it, and you got to align the notch with the notch on the inside of that. You can't really see it, but you got to align it when you're kind of putting it in. So, yep, there's a bearing on the inside of this, and then there's another bearing with the spring on the inside of that. So that's kind of what creates the tension. So, yerp. Look how beautiful that is. It's so nice machine, sweet. So anyhow, I'm gonna tell you kind of I just buy and sell reels. Right now, all these, my parents are like, oh, well, they're like, they pay for my food and not a whole lot else. So everything I want, and they're like, oh, well, you have to focus on school. You can't get a job. I'm like, well, wow, how does that make sense? So, they're like, well, if you want money, you have to make it doing something else. So the things I do is basically, it's for fun around my neighborhood. Sorry, it's not aligned right. That's the thing that sucks about this reel. Sorry, I have like hella ADHD, so I can't focus on one thing. There's so much line, it bundles up so much that this reel is just like annoying because it just doesn't have enough room to handle the amount of line that it has on it. You know what I mean? So yeah, so that's kind of the sucky thing about it. I'm just aligning it up a little bit. Sorry, kind of just have to screw around with it. Also, I know there's gonna be people, and like, you just spin around a little bit until that notch gets lined in there. There's gonna be people, I guarantee you, who are like, this kid has no idea what he's doing. They're laughing at me, blah blah blah. Like, dude, it's my reel. I'm 17 years old. Anyhow, back to what I was saying. So basically, when I was younger and still today, there's just like amazing stuff around here, just like in literally the trash. So I'm like, well, a lot of the stuff is just kind of stuff I don't really need, like desks and tables and stuff. But, I was like, you know what? I bet I can make a dime or two, just, get stuff out of the trash and just selling it. So I started doing that. And then I started buying and selling reels. Oh, one more thing. For when you're tightening this is a quarter. I thought a quarter would work, but it's a little tight and I don't want to scratch this nut. But you can use like a penny. Pennies are perfect to tighten it. Don't use a screwdriver because a screwdriver is just it's easy to just chip them. So, yep. Anyhow, so back to what I was saying. So, I got a killer deal on these 2 Tibor Gulfstreams. The same kind of era as this. Same knob, but same kind of like the smooth anodization, except it was in black. Which, if it was in gray, I probably would have kept one. I got 2 for $800, which those reels by themselves were like $800 reels. So, I'm gonna kind of shine, do a little spit shine on this. So those reels by themselves are like $800 reels. So I was able to, buy them, sell them, I bought 2 for $800, but I was able to sell 1 for a little bit more since they were mint. They were so perfect, and I made like $1,000 on those. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna treat myself, and with that, I'm gonna buy this Tibor Freestone and start my collection of having the entire collection, just like the 25th anniversaries had, which was the Freestone through the Gulfstream, and then I'm gonna get a Pacific, which I made the Pacific shortly after they did the new knob with the old anodization, just like this. They did the new knob. I'm just gonna get one of these knobs. They wouldn't fit, obviously, because this is such a small reel. But I have a lot of I'm pretty good with CAD, so I can kind of just design my own and get it CNC'd. So yeah. Anyhow, so I bought this with the kind of money I made from that, and yeah, it's worked my way up to it. Yeah, so I think I went over everything I wanted to show you size comparison, something very similar, except this one's a lot heavier, so that's a downside of this. This reels are really meant to be fished. I'm gonna fish it sometimes. I'm not gonna beat it up on tarpon or stupid stuff like that, but I'm just gonna, take it to church, fish it a little bit. This is really, I have 5 weight line on this. This is really like a 5 or 6. People put this on a 7. I don't know what they're thinking. It's not a 7. It's just, it's really like a 5, which, like, what kind of fishing are you going to be using a 5 weight for saltwater? Like, there's not many saltwater fish that are 5 weight fish, you know what I mean? But, it's whatever. Something I like about these, they come in like this little tiny cute Tibor case, which, I don't know. Each your own, I guess. They fit pretty tight. But yeah, I think I'm gonna put it. Not exactly sure. If anybody has another Tibor Freestone, I love another one, but I don't know, I probably wouldn't pay over $600, $700. I don't know. It kind of just depends, because if the reels beat the crap, I don't know if I'd really want it. But if it's a nice reel, anyhow. But if you have a Gulfstream or Riptide, I'm looking for those, or a Pacific spool too, an old Pacific spool too. Also like these reels. These are cool reels. But anyhow, I appreciate you guys watching my video. I'm 17 years old. Or no, I'm about to be 18 next month. But I just sell reels for fun. This one's not going to be sold. This one's just mine. I'm going to keep it forever, cherish it. It's not something you see every day. So I appreciate it. I hope you guys have a nice day. I hope you guys, if it's not great, make it great. And remember, it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. Have a nice day, guys.